I was born in 2003.
I was born in 1977.
I am 16 years old.
And I'm 42 years old.
And this is how the world was when I was a kid.
And this is the world that I grew up in. We didn't have internet. We had things called books, and we read, and we had TV and magazines and newspapers and video games. We had rotary phones that soon went to cordless phones and answering machines. I didn't actually have a cell phone until I was 19 years old. When I grew up as a kid, all the neighborhood kids were friends. We all played together. We had sleepovers and birthday parties, and we liked to hang out at the mall. We went to the movie theater and the arcades. On Sunday we went to church. On Wednesdays we went to catechisms, and we went to Sunday school. Some of the drills we had at school were extreme weather drills and fire drills. We didn't have the types of drills that they have nowadays. In my school we had the jocks, the nerds, the stoners, the preps, mostly like now probably. Back then people talked a lot of stuff, but they never really physically got into fights. The world has come to a time where there's too much change and too much choice, and it needs to get back to the good old roots.
A lot of kids nowadays that are my age, you'll just see on their cell phones, not really talking to adults, not really being socially active, any kind of like that stuff. One thing that I wish that I had from the past nowadays is a more sense of community where you're friends with your neighbors and all kinds of that kind of stuff, and that we could be more social with people without being judged. One of the biggest things that I have seen change in the world is definitely technology, because I didn't really grow up with technology, but at the same time we did. We didn't really have phones and that kind of stuff. When I was a kid, we had more Nintendo DS's and video games that you played on your TV, but nowadays there's Xboxes, PS4s, online gaming, all that kind of stuff. And another thing that we have nowadays is all of the lockdown drills and the shelter in places, and yes, they happened back in the day, but now more in my era of time and right now is they're happening a lot more frequently than they did back then. Final thoughts that I want to share is that the world has definitely changed, some ways for the better, some ways for the worse. But overall, the world has definitely changed a lot since I grew up.